So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kelly Nevins. I'm the Executive Director of the Women's Fund of Rhode Island and a proud member of the Fight for 15 and Fair Pay Coalition. I want to take a moment to recognize our coalition members in the room. And our coalition members in general. They include the Rhode Island National Organization of Women, the Rhode Island Community Food Bank, West Bay Community Action Program, Planned Parenthood of Southern New England, the Rhode Island Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Service Employees International Union, Rhode Island Working Families, United Here, Center for Justice, the Rhode Island Black Business Association, South County Our Revolution, the Teamsters, the Amalgamated Transit Union, Interfaith Coalition, and of course the Women's Fund of Rhode Island. March marks Women's History Month, and while it's a time to celebrate women in our history, it's also a time that we can use to talk about the inequities that face women across our country and in Rhode Island. Women make up half our population and half our workforce. Nearly 2/3 of women are the breadwinners for their family, with 26% of families being headed by single mothers. Typically, a minimum wage worker is a woman over the age of 35 with some college and likely to be a parent. And 2 in 5 women work in healthcare, social assistance, or education. 87% of that workforce is made up of women of color. Today's purpose is to introduce a women's economic justice agenda, and they include a number of bills that are working their way through the House and Senate. And we wanted to take some time to highlight those bills and talk a little bit about how they would impact women in Rhode Island. These bills include fair pay, a $15 minimum wage, including some specialized bills that would impact tipped workers, health workers, and workers who work in companies with disabled adults. There are also bills working their way through that address paid leave, childcare, sexual harassment, and vocational education. Our purpose today is to highlight some of the stories of real people who would be impacted if these bills were to be passed. They're going to share their stories about the importance of the topics that are being addressed by those bills. And then we'll also have a chance to hear from our legislators who are sponsoring those bills to hear about what they hope to achieve with them.